So Donald Trump accepts a luxury Boeing 747 gift from the royal family of Qatar and then jumps on Truth Social to claim it's for the country, not for him. Really? Here's the thing. Even his own allies are calling this out. Senator Rand Paul says it probably sends the wrong signal. I don't like the look or the appearance. Senator John Thune agrees. And when Laura Loomer, yes, MAGA firebrand, Laura Loomer says this could be illegal and corrupt, the wheels are wobbling. Let's be blunt. When even your staunchest supporters think you look like a crook, maybe, just maybe, you've gone too far. This doesn't look patriotic. It looks like a giant neon sign around Trump's neck that says, "We'll work for bribes." This isn't liberal spin, it's conservative outrage. And it's a public message so bad, it makes the Statue of Liberty comparison seem like a parody. Okay, this show is not primarily about politics. It is about messaging and communication. And at some point, any politician can go too far. The current administration in Washington, I tend not to even use this person's name because it's so polarizing. But at some point, if even your own supporters who will defend absolutely anything and everything you do will excuse away felonies, will excuse away cryptocurrencies that line your pockets with billions, if even they say this is too far, I think you have to listen to them. It's going too far. Now, there is something known as an Emoluments Clause in the United States Constitution that says the president cannot accept gifts from sovereigns from other countries. This one is particularly odd in that it says, okay, we're giving this plane to the president and he can keep it once he leaves office. We'll donate it to the presidential library of Trump after. This just doesn't pass any smell test. Now, Democrats and liberals think pretty much everything Donald Trump does is corrupt and wrong and immoral. Let's forget that for 1 second. This is now considered wildly offensive to Donald Trump's strongest supporters. The conservative talk show host, Fox talk show host, Mark Levin, has just excoriated this. For so many of the president's more right-wing supporters, to take something from a country that they consider a country that has supported terrorists in the past just doesn't smell right. Full disclosure, I've worked in the country of Qatar. I've worked for the royal family of Qatar and the government there. So you can filter that in if you want. I'm hardly being biased in their favor in this case. I'm clearly saying if you are a public person in office, to take a gift worth $400 million is just going to make people question your integrity. The level of corruption, and Donald Trump has given this example that a famous golfer once said, someone gives you something, you take it. Okay, the problem is when you are in public office, every single day, people could be lining up with bags of cash. Now, am I suggesting? Well, let's not go there for a minute. Let's table that conversation. Does anyone seriously think we want every congressman, every senator, every city council member, every burgermeister around the world going into every meeting with the attitude, well, if someone gives me something, I'd be stupid to turn it down? Well, no, that's obviously an absurdity. That's not a message you can communicate to the world. You cannot communicate that to your constituents. If you are in a democracy, it can't simply be what's good for the king is good for everyone, so I get lots of presidents. This cannot be the sort of thing where people come in on bended knee bringing gold, frankincense, myrrh, jewels, other ornaments and baubles on a daily basis, giving it to elected political leaders. There's something about that that is just the anti-idea of what democratic elected officials and democracy is all about. So it looks like this time Trump is going too far. It's fine to say, okay, the Democrats don't like this, the liberal media don't like it, therefore it's great. Quite often he can do that, and it plays well with his base. It's not working this time. The plane is going to have to be sent back.